My name is Stevan McAleer. I'm obviously here in the final for the Grand Prix Shootout. So I've been out in the car already today. It's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I've driven Skip Barber National for the last couple of years. This compared to a Skip Barber car is a good bit faster. A lot more grip. Straight line speeds for it probably very similar. But the braking and just the sheer speed it could carry through the corners, I honestly was smiling every single lap I was driving. The car is excellent. It turns when you want it to turn. You can feel it underneath you. I was a little bit worried today because of the wet track and how much downforce the car has. Been able to find a limit on it, but I was actually quite comfortable towards the end of the day that there was more left in it. I could keep going. Yeah, it was excellent actually. That's the first taste I've really had of being sitting in a car and you've got people showing you the data on the laptop, and there's no question that's where I want to be in the future. I had a lot of fun talking to Rob, going back out, getting some feedback and back out and trying some different things, and it helped every single time. The data, actually having data when you come in telling you that you're braking too early or too late is phenomenal. Because what ends up happening is it doesn't just work for one corner, it works for the whole track. And rather than going out and trying to fix one problem, by consistently spending a bit of time looking at the data, I can find that I'm losing time in 2 or 3 places and try and figure it out in the one session. So by far the best thing that's here. I don't know, fingers crossed. I'd like to say I've one of the contenders for the overall prize. Started off the day slow, I didn't want to make any mistakes, that was my goal. I'm the oldest driver in the field, I'm 25 years old, so my experience helps me. I know not to go out and push it and throw the car off. And every session, gradually get faster and faster and faster, and we'll see what happens at the end of the day. Exactly what I said the last time, there's always more to learn. Like if I went back out in the car, I would learn something different. Listening to the feedback I get, and picking up on it and actually trying to produce better laps and be more consistent. This track's also very difficult, especially turn 1. I couldn't find a braking point. But once you get to look at the data, it gives me a rough idea of like kind of memory of where I should be braking, so it all helped out. Yeah, the conditions were tricky. When the track was wet, the track was all wet when I went out. What I was impressed with was the sheer force you can apply on the brakes initially. I just couldn't seem to lock the brakes up on the initial part of the slowing down. But once I started doing a few laps, I actually started to find that the car does give you a feeling of when it's going to break loose or when you're going to understeer or oversteer. So tricky conditions, but I love it. I've been racing in the rain for 10 years now in go-karts, so this is just a kind of slightly faster go-kart. Yes, I want to thank a guy back in America called Mark Mover. He managed to help me out to get here. Last minute, didn't expect to make it at all, and now I'm here in the final, so great thanks to Mark. I really appreciate your help. Of course my mum and dad for getting me down here. The last 10 years me and my dad have been arguing. Every time we race I tell him he's wrong, he tells me I'm wrong. It's more fun than anything serious, so we had the same fun on the way down in the car today. I was telling him he was driving too slow and he doesn't like that. So, but no, thanks mum and dad and thanks Mark, it's excellent.